Okay, we are at the cliffs at Lake Keowee, the original cliffs, looking at about lot number 81 with this wonderful home on it. This is just a little pocket of lots on the north side of the original cliffs here, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85s, that type. Those numbers as far as the lots goes here on the north side of the cliffs at original cliffs at Lake Keowee. So as you go through and look at the property here, basically what we're looking at is we're looking at an out parcel of property across from you here in the original cliffs. But you're still getting some nice views looking back across the channel at the cliffs at Keowee Falls South. And then you come around and have a nice point lot here that a house will be built on one day. That's also an out parcel. Okay, so these are just several lots in the original cliffs on the north side of the cliffs in between a couple of out parcels. Okay, we're looking at right now lot 74 at the original cliffs, which is about the middle. Basically right now we're on the western side of the original cliffs here at Lake Keowee. These are going to be the more of the open water view property. So basically lots number 85, 86, 87, we're on down the cove. As we look to our left here, tucked back into a nice little peninsula. These properties here right around 74, these ones facing west, these will give you the biggest view properties here in the original cliffs. So let's go ahead and turn around and get a better feel for these view properties that we have here today. Could be looking at a couple of natural islands that we're looking at right now. And we're going to be looking back toward Fall Creek Landing. And we're also going to be looking back toward the original, cliffs of Keowee Falls South. So you get some nice views from these properties on the western side, southwestern side too, of the original cliffs. Okay, let's go ahead and go back around towards the eastern side of the cliffs, and you can kind of see the narrow part of the original cliffs is going to be on that back side. So that's where we're going to go next. So these are more open water views, and then we have some more cove views and narrow views as we go back back on the back side. Okay, well, we're just on the big water, the western side of the cliffs, so we came right around that island, and we're still following the shoreline of the cliffs, the original cliffs here, okay? Right now, if you're looking on the survey, we're right around lot number 55 or so if you're looking on that plat. And the cliffs are just going to keep on going down the cove, and it's going to be dead end down there about another 400 or 500 yards, and we'll go look at that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get a feel for what you're looking at when you're on this side of the original cliffs. Most of the property is going to be looking back over towards Cedar Creek, which you see right now. Cedar Creek here on North Lake Keowee. Some property is going to be able to see all the way down the channel. Still looking at Cedar Creek on the left, the reserve at the very end, and the Royal Reserve on the right here. Still, like I said, not as big as views as where we were previously on lot 74, but still some pretty good views. Like I said, now as we move on back down this channel that we're going to go down here right now, it's really going to start to narrow down, okay? Let's go take a look at that. Hey, we were just filming from the end of the channel, and we're heading on down the shoreline here at the original cliffs. Basically right now we're about lots number 51, 52 that we're looking at. Pretty elevated properties here in the original cliffs. They do have some pretty good elevation to them. Let's just go ahead and follow this property all the way around. And actually part of it's going to dead end straight ahead because another subdivision called Shallowford is going to be a little out parcel that we'll pick up, and then we'll migrate back into the original cliffs again. But in through here, as you're looking, you're basically, most of these properties in here, this part of the cliffs is going to be looking right back at Cedar Creek. And that's where we were previously. Okay. Let's go on down and look at the rest of the property here in the original cliffs. Okay, we just came past Shallowford subdivision, and we're going to pick back up the remaining lots here in the original cliffs. We're going to start with lot number 41 that you see right here ahead of us. So we're going to basically lots 41 all the way down to lot number 1 is going to follow this shoreline here in the original cliffs. So as you can see by all the videos here of the original cliffs today, the original cliffs is a pretty large community. So as you're looking all the way down the channel, that's where the original cliffs is going to dead end or start, depending on which one that you want to call it. Okay, so you get a nice little protective cove back here, basically no wake zone. And the majority of these properties in this area, 41 through number 1, you're going to be looking back across at Cedar Creek here at Lake Keowee. And also, if you're further down, headed back towards lot number 1, you're going to be looking at a parcel that's owned by the reserve at Lake Keowee. Okay, it's a great community here on the north end of the lake called the Original Cliffs at Lake Keowee.